So for those of you who don't know or do know, Proposition 64 passed in the state of California. It actually passed higher in Santa Barbara County, and that was the legalization of marijuana. It actually passed higher in Santa Barbara County than it did statewide. 61.5% of the voters voted for legalization of recreational marijuana in Santa Barbara County. So this is not my idea. This is not Supervisor Williams' idea. This is the people of Santa Barbara County voting for something. And what we're trying to do at this point is trying to figure out what the ground rules for implementing something like that might be. What we, I think, all could agree in this room is that the system that we have right now is not working. Some people have asked us to do an outright ban. And that's basically what we have right now on the books, is a ban on the cultivation of marijuana unless you're a legal non-conforming status. The problem is that system's not working right now. So we've realized that we don't have a good set of tools to deal with this problem.
So the County of Santa Barbara, 2 years ago, in 2016, allowed or banned medical cannabis cultivation except for two exemptions. One, a personal exemption where you could grow a limited number of plants for your own personal use. And then the other exemption was for those who are cultivating prior to January of 2016 that had met all of the state regulations up to that point. So that is all that is technically allowed today in Santa Barbara County, is the prohibition. This past April, we passed a ban on non-medical cannabis. So this would be any kind of the recreational activities, including cultivation, retail sales, all those different pieces. We established a registry program, which as of this afternoon at 5 o'clock will be closing down. We've had that open since April. The registry program, as of this afternoon, had about 437 registrants in the system. And the registry was designed to really help us identify the existing cannabis operations in Santa Barbara County, as well as to begin to understand a bit more about what people might want to do in the future. So there were two parts to the registry program, and as I said, that's ending officially today. See, I'm going to be tough. All right. So Kristen Van Wingerden, Tony Keith, and then followed by David Molina.
Good afternoon. Thank you to the Board of Supervisors and their staff for your time and attention. My name is Kristen Van Wingerden. My family is fortunate to grow flowers in the beautiful Carpinteria Valley. Being an idealistic millennial, now at the reins I've been able to prioritize things that are very important to me, such as systems approach to environmentalism in our company and outside. We are using less water, less inputs, and producing a high-quality product.
California is 8 times larger than Colorado, and those numbers correlate to the tax that was predicted, to the tax that's predicted here in California, and many other things. So there's an 8 times factor comparing California to Colorado, as well as with our population. So that means there are potentially 50,000 building permits that will be issued in the first year. And so from an economic development standpoint, that's a very, very good thing.
As a local who's cultivated cannabis in this county for 10 years, and who has operated a state-compliant delivery service for almost 2 years now, I just want to make sure that we as locals get a chance to participate as legally as possible. There's a big interest in this area from people outside this area that want to come here and kind of, open up shop, so to speak. I just want to make sure that we as locals get a chance to participate in this market. Thank you.
Debbie Moffat. Thank you, and thank you to all of you for being at the pointy end of the spear on the registry. Congratulations on getting that done. I am the owner of Elite Garden, as everyone here has heard once before, at least. I'm also the father of 3 young boys. I'd like to point that out as I make my comments. The Van Wingerdens very eloquently made some points in regards to state-of-the-art agriculture. I would encourage the board, as we move into the process and the ad hoc committee, to seek out the highest possible standard on agriculture, water recapture, pesticide control, live scans for licensees, all the highest standards that would go with something that remains a federal crime. And I'm an advocate in this space for everyone here. But I do think it's important we have the highest possible standards in place. I think it's important to stay in line with state regs as much as possible in terms of setbacks and issues which control land use and permitting, because people are planning economics around that. That's going to be vital. And an important point I'd like to raise is where it's ag land, it should be ag. It should be cultivation. It should be packaging. It should be distribution even for those farms. It should not be manufacturing. We will have refineries on the hillside of They might be small, but that goes in other commercial facilities. That certainly doesn't belong on ag land. It's not the tradition of that community. It's not the tradition of the county or the coast. And I would encourage the committee as it moves forward to have that under consideration and to put that in the appropriate zones and appropriately licensed and permitted professionals.